Hey friends, welcome back to Cleaning Therapy. My name is Jenny, and today we are hopping right into week 3 of our cleaning challenge. And so we are focusing on the bedrooms. We're going to be deep cleaning and decluttering our bedrooms. And I'm going to show you a couple of the bedrooms in my home just to give you guys some motivation to get your cleaning done. So if you need some motivation to do some deep cleaning or spring cleaning or any of other things on your to-do list, stay tuned because I've got you covered. Now I'm starting here in my daughter Noelle's room, and I'm going to start by just tidying everything up, getting everything put away so that I can focus on my checklist and get some deep cleaning done. And speaking of the checklist, if you still need one, it's definitely not too late. Just head over into my description box and you can click the link that says Join the Cleaning Challenge. And that will take you to a little site where you'll put in your email address and then it'll automatically send you a cleaning checklist. So this is the first time that I'm doing a cleaning challenge like this on my channel. This is a new thing for me, and it's something I'm kind of doing a trial run of this time. So others that are cleaning using this checklist, I'm trying to use the feedback to kind of make it better next time and to improve it for our next challenge. So if you want to hop in and be a part of that trial run and feedback period, I would really appreciate it. And I already have some things that I know that I want to modify for it for next time, but we're still in the learning process, just figuring out how we can all clean together and encourage and motivate each other. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any videos in this series. This is a very motivating series. I've been enjoying it so much, and I've loved getting a chance to clean along with you and to kind of hear about your progress and know how you guys are doing. And if you have pictures of your progress, your clean and calm spaces, go ahead and tag me on Instagram. I'm at _cleaningtherapy. And here's my checklist right here. So I'm going to get started. Now that the room is tidied up, I'm going to start from top to bottom and start with cleaning these light fixtures and ceiling vents.
Could you just shed a little light, shed a little light, shed a little light on me? Shed a little light, shed a little light, shed a little light on me. Why'd you go and leave me here all alone in the shadows?
So I like to use a lint roller to do the lampshades. I feel like that just does such a good job of getting all of the dust off of lampshades for ceiling lights as well as lamps. And to clean the wall hangings, which is my next step on my checklist, I'm going to be using the Everspring glass cleaner and these microfiber cloths. Now, I absolutely love these microfiber cloths. I just got them recently off of Amazon, and I've been using them for about probably a week or 2 weeks now, and I love them. So I'll have them linked in my description box in case you're in the market for some cleaning cloths. I think they come in a 12 pack maybe, or a 15 pack, and they're very affordable, and I really enjoy them. So I'm going to clean off all of these wall hangings. I'm moving my way from top to bottom, and then I'll be moving on to the furniture.
And hope is gone, and no one knows what will become. I turn to you in a humble prayer. Can you hear me?
And if you're new to my channel today, I just want to briefly introduce myself officially. My name is Jenny, and I'm a mom of 3, and I live down in the South in Louisiana. And on my channel, I love to do cleaning motivation as well as organizing, decluttering, home projects, anything that would help you to create a clean and calm space for yourself and for your family. But I also love to make my videos relaxing because I honestly think that cleaning is therapeutic, but I also think sometimes watching cleaning videos is therapeutic. I think we all get great ideas from each other, and it's just a relaxing way to see before and afters and to get the motivation to accomplish that in your own home. So I'm a huge fan of cleaning videos, and I love to try to make my videos nice and relaxing for you guys so that you can unwind after a busy week or just get some great ideas for your next project. So here I am just cleaning off these little string lights that my daughter has behind her bed. They get so dusty, and I had been seeing that for a while now, and so I'm really glad to be cleaning them. Let me know in the comments if you've started any of your spring cleaning yet, or deep cleaning projects, or just whatever you're working on right now. You could be in the middle of spring decorating. Let me know what you're up to.
Can you wash away the tears of yesterday? Will you guide me on the path that I must follow? Can you take my
So as you can see, next on my checklist was to dust the blinds and window coverings and clean the windows and ledges. So I'm going to handle that really quickly. I'm continuing on with my Everspring glass cleaner and the microfiber cloth. But then next up is to declutter the insides of the furniture before we clean it. And I'm going to show you right here all the work that my daughter has done so far decluttering her desk. So she has all of her art supplies and paint supplies really nicely organized. And this drawer still needs to be done, so she's in the middle of working on that. And then moving on to her dresser, she has her little gaming cabinet all decluttered and organized, as well as inside of her dresser, we've actually started decluttering all of her clothes, but we still have to put some organizers in there just to kind of keep them nice. So I'm going to probably get the same organizers that I have in my son's room because those work really well. So I'm just kind of showing you a little bit of the projects she's been working on. She's 15 and we love to teach our kids how to do these things themselves. So, you know, I am coming in here and cleaning this just to film it and give you guys motivation, but some of the behind the scenes work they are working on. So my 15-year-old daughter and my 12-year-old son have been working on decluttering their rooms and organizing their rooms because I really think it's just important to teach them how to do that. I don't want them to be overwhelmed by projects like this. I want them to understand that, you know, they can set their mind to it and tackle it and get it done and learn how to create that clean and calm space for themselves. And if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that they love their privacy and they don't want to be on camera, and I've always respected that. But next I'll be moving into my 2-year-old son's room and I'll be decluttering his furniture. So stay tuned for that. But I'm just going to continue wiping down this furniture, getting it really nice and clean before I pull it away from the walls so that I can clean all the baseboards and the floors underneath.
So I can give you shelter, but am I a part of your goals? Maybe none of it matters, 'cause I don't want to let go. I never meant to break a promise, I never meant to run away, but you know how to skip the madness, and I can only press replay. Whatever you see in me, I see times 1,000 in you.
So while I'm finishing this part up, I do want to kind of go over some of the ideas I had about modifying the checklist and see if I could get your input. So what I love about the checklist is I love having everything laid out in order of the things that I need to clean, and it kind of keeps it from floating all around in my mind. It's off of my mind. I can just look at the checklist and see what needs to be done next, and there is sort of a satisfaction of, you know, checking things off and knowing that you're getting farther and farther along on your list. It's just a really good feeling to make your way down a checklist. So I'm loving that part. What I'm not loving so much is the concentration of work all within 1 week and 1 month. It does feel like a bit much, especially since when I'm cleaning, I'm also filming, so it's probably taking me twice as long as it normally would. And then it made me think of some of you guys out there who are working full-time jobs or part-time jobs, or you may have lots of young children, and the struggle that you would encounter to try to get that done in that time period and how difficult that might feel. So moving forward, at the very least, I'm going to be stretching out some of these deep cleaning tasks to make them a little more manageable. But let me know in the comments what suggestions you have. I would love for you guys to give me whatever feedback you have. And I know that whatever we land on together is going to be awesome. And I know that we're going to get a lot done. We're going to have fun doing it together, and we're going to give each other lots of inspiration. So thank you for any help or feedback you end up giving me. I just love you guys so much, and I'm so glad we're on this journey together. Y'all make this so fun.
I see times 1,000 in you.
I'm going to go in with the Method Squirt and Mop in the almond scent and mop the floors underneath the furniture. I've already taken the hot soapy rag and cleaned the wainscoting and the baseboards, and now I'm also going to use that to clean this fiddle leaf fig. It's full of dust. And then I'm going to move on and just remove her desk as well and mop under there and wash the baseboards as well behind there. And everything was just really dusty. I know it's hard to see on camera, but it had been a while, and so I was getting a lot of dust and dirt off of these floors and the baseboards. So that was a really good feeling, and I was very glad to get in here and do this today.
Weeks and months and years they passed, and I knew it wouldn't last. When tears streamed down my face, my mama said, all the nights that end in heartbreak gonna pay off someday. And the pain that you're feeling gradually fades away. 'Cause growing up, falling in love, giving your all might not be enough. Just trust your head and your heart. That's what my mama said.
Next up on the list is to clean the doors and the light switches. So I'm just using that hot soapy rag to continue doing that. I just find it works so well and gets the dust off so well. So next we're going to move on to the bedding. We're going to wash all of the bedding, and I'm also going to rotate and freshen up her mattress. Noelle is actually getting a new bed and a new bedspread, and it's all coming very shortly. I ordered it off of Amazon, and she is just so tall. So she's 15 and she's now taller than me, and I'm 5'8". So I know she's at least 5'9", maybe 5'9.5". And so this little twin bed is just not long enough for her anymore. And it's pretty new because we had bought this bed last year when we redid her room. So we're actually gonna keep it and pass it on to the baby for him to use. And here I'm just using some baking soda and some lavender essential oils, and I'm just shaking that up and spreading that all over her mattress. And I'm gonna let that sit for a while all of her bedding washes, and probably a couple of hours is what I waited. And then I'm vacuuming it off with my little handheld vacuum. This is a Shark, and I'll have that linked in my description box.
Just like my mama said. Gradually fades away.
And now that the mattress is clean, I'm going to go ahead and clean off the bed frame, and then I'll pull the bed out and clean behind the bed and underneath and get that floor swept and mopped.
All the nights that end in heartbreak gonna pay off someday. And the pain that you're feeling gradually fades away. 'Cause growing up, falling in love, giving your all might not be enough. Just trust your head and your heart. That's what my mama said. That's what my mama said.
Now by this time the bedding had come out of the dryer, and so it was time to get all that back on and go ahead and give the room one final sweep and mop in all the places that haven't gotten swept and mopped yet. And then we'll go ahead and see how her room came out. And then we'll be moving on to my son Alex's room. Now we don't do closets in this video because that was on a separate week for our cleaning checklist. So we're just focusing on the room itself. But I was really happy with the way her room came out, and everything just turned out really pretty and clean and calm. So stay tuned because we're about to see the reveal on this room, and then we'll move on into the next one.
We were gonna make it. He promised we would find the time, dreaming for eternity, creating perfect memories. Yeah, we hoped we were gonna make it. Little did I know that time would take us to a place where love could grow, but in a different way.
Now here in Alex's room, as you can see, there's not much mess in here, thankfully, so I don't have much tidying up to do. So I'll be focusing on my deep cleaning. We do have some more crayon marks and pen marks on the walls, so I'll be focusing on that as well. And I'm just gonna go back to my checklist and start right back up at the beginning, which is to clean from top to bottom. So I'm gonna start by cleaning his light fixture and his ceiling vent, and then I'll move on to the walls.
Thought I was gonna make it. No one believed I'd take the time.
And I'm going in with this magic eraser. I love to use these on the walls, especially for marks on the walls, crayon, pen. It just works really well. And you guys have seen me pull this out several times during this cleaning challenge because my walls have not been in the best of shape lately. So I'm just taking this time to tend to them and get them in good shape moving forward.
But in a different way. Bigger than they'd say. Now looking at you keep me going back to those days. Capable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. Cheap hotels and driving fast. And the radio playing our soundtrack. Broken love, tequila and bluegrass. Evenings just like movie scenes. Along the roads in Tennessee. Dreaming of what we could be. From the back of your dad's red truck. Those days we were invincible. Splitting up would be unthinkable. Though at times it made me cynical, I wouldn't change a single thing. 'Cause he gave me you keep me going back to those days. Incapable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. Cheap motels and driving fast. And the radio playing our soundtrack. Broken love.
And finishing up here, cleaning the walls. This little bookshelf I have hung under the window, so I kind of consider that a wall item. And so I'm just dusting that off really good and cleaning off the books before I put them back. We have this hung lower so that Alex can reach it and go grab himself a book. And he does have some marker, I think, scribbled on one of the books, so I'm going to put the magic eraser to the test again and see if it'll get those marks out. Thankfully it did, so his books are now clean again and all nicely back on his shelf. Moving on to his dresser, I'm going to take a few things out, do a little bit of decluttering, figure out what we don't use anymore, what we don't need, but I'm really just going to give these drawers a really good cleaning. They're not terribly cluttered or anything because, I mean, he's only 2, so he hasn't accumulated a ton of possessions yet that would need to be decluttered. So thankfully, it's a pretty light job, and I mostly just want to get everything deep cleaned and pull out the few things that he's not using. I feel like the vast majority of the decluttering that we did in Alex's room was in his closet. So I had so much in his closet and it had really gotten out of control. So if you missed that video, make sure you go back and see week 2, which was closets, and you can see me declutter his closet, and we got rid of so much stuff. So that was a really good feeling. Let me know if you've been working on any decluttering projects. Like, when do you guys do your decluttering? Do you like to do that more at the beginning of the year or with spring cleaning, or do you do it before the holidays, before the kids get presents? How do you declutter? When do you declutter? And what are you guys working on right now? Let me know.
Now we're stuck in silence. No more trust to break. Thoughts are best unspoken anyway.
Now that the inside of the drawers are decluttered and cleaned, I'm going to go ahead and clean the outside of the furniture. and I'm going to pull it away from the wall and do the same thing I did in Noelle's room and get all of the baseboards cleaned and the floor cleaned underneath. Today was a bittersweet day because Alex started his very first little school program. It's really just Mother's Day out, but it's his first time being away from home during the day. The only other time he's been out is to go to church, and he goes in the little nursery and plays with his friends, and he loves that. He does very well there, but that's only once a week for like an hour, and this is the first time we're sending him to a little Mother's Day out program. It's a couple times a week, and he takes a lunch and his nap mat, and he's just learning and playing, and it's exciting for us because he's growing up and doing something new, but it's always kind of strange in the beginning getting used to something like that because he's just here with me all day long, and the house just feels really quiet, and I'm like waiting to hear him do something or get up to something, and I have to respond, and I keep forgetting that he's not in his room napping, but that he's actually at school. And so it's definitely going to be an adjustment to go from total stay-at-home mom with Alex to having him gone a couple times a week, and I'm definitely going to have to get used to that. But I know it'll be good for both of us because it's good for me to kind of get some things done and have a little time to myself to de-stress, and it's also great for him to go and make friends and have a new environment to be in and learn how to socialize. So it's definitely a great step, but I'm definitely still getting used to it. So while I'm finishing up here, cleaning off the doors and light switches, I just wanted to take a second to address these freezing cold temperatures. How are you guys doing? Wherever you live in the country, let me know in the comments where you're from and what the temperatures are like right now. Because I know here in Louisiana, we are not used to severe winters at all. We're used to very, very mild winters. And, 50 degrees is cold for us. And so the way it's been lately, it's been so much colder than that. And I know many of you guys who live in other parts of the country are experiencing below freezing temperatures and some serious situations. So let me know how you're making out and if you're okay, and then also where you're from and what the temperatures are. I, for one, am just looking forward even more to spring now, because I'm ready for a little bit of sunshine. I'm ready to be able to take Alex to the playground. I'm ready for some spring decor. It just makes me ready for all of it. Let me know how you're doing with all of that.
Something to love, at least something I can make sense of. Give me freedom, give me faith to ease my heavy heart. Just some energy to feed off and then get rid of.
For Alex's area rug, I'm gonna vacuum it first just to get off all of the dust and dirt, and then I'm going to sprinkle it with that same baking soda mixture that you saw me use on Noelle's mattress, and then I'll go back in with the Shark one more time and vacuum it again. But I'm going to let this sit on here for a couple of hours while his bedding is still finishing up being washed, and by the time that's done, that should be good. It should be nice and fresh.
Created my own reality, and as the days pass, the story began. Pushed and pulled until they ran. Give me a reason, give me a change, give me something to love, at least something I can make sense of. Give me freedom, give me
As I get all the bedding put back on the bed, I just want to thank you so much for taking some time to stop by my channel and hang out with me today. I'm really glad that I got all of this cleaning done. It's a great feeling. Alex's room is now clean and calm, as well as Noelle's room. So thank you so much for being with me today. And if you still need a checklist, don't forget to go in my description box and grab one for yourself. It's free, it's printable, and I hope that it helps you with your cleaning this spring. Don't forget to check and make sure you're subscribed so that I can see you again on the next video. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.